24.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Jack 15. Hey, alert 3.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 16-yard line.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of 7.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Their own 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On second down, here's Miller. And they'll bring him down here right down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Check, 47. Let's go, deep.
Now it's Roethlisberger setting up the screen for Miller. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Roethlisberger here finding Johnson. That catch good for only a couple.
Pass complete to Deontay Johnson. Out of bounds at the
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
It's 2nd and 8.
8 yards to go on second down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Flushed out right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
For Juju Smith-Schuster.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He completes this into the hands of Miller. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
And we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Roethlisberger. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The 43-yard line.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Steelers first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
The 35-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
That's good.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
There on the cover.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Good. Makes the score Steelers 10. Washington 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Now a give right side. It's Gibson, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he'll find Hall. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
A gain of 14.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Haskins will keep it on the sneak. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Dwayne Haskins as the first half is winding down.
And Washington has once again taken the lead.
His kick is
And this one through the uprights and good.
Washington 14, Steelers 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down, and it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
43-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Roethlisberger. They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Past the 20.
Ooh, he's running.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 30.
Oh, my goodness.
Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And now he'll tuck it and run. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings
this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
Fuller there on the coverage.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Here we go, D, all day, defense, all day, all day. 47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47. Let's go, tackle, let's go, we got this, Mike's 47. Mike is third.
Now Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 33.
1st and 10.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay.
Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it.
And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Makes this Washington 28, Steelers 20.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back now in Pittsburgh.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th.
Right back to him on 1st down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 34 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And this one is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's 2nd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. A big reason why they lead this. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Steelers 20.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. To the right side to Eric Ebron.
Roethlisberger's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd.
4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Slings this deep for McLaurin. Oh,
incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, and he is going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now it's Haskins. Slings this deep for McLaurin. It got his man complete. The 20. 10, 5, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 94 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Young on the tackle.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play. Holding him to no gain.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
At the line of scrimmage.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
77.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Got an open man. It's Washington. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll They'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Intercepted by Washington.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
For Terry McLaurin. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Yards on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
At their own 26.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.